Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. And we're gathered here for the game of your life. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I want to see you put your flags up in the air right now. Sing.
Worries aside, Trinidad and Tobago remains one of the most extraordinary talent pools in world football. Players from our shores have plied their trade everywhere from India to the English Premier League. Add that to the fact that we're the smallest nation to ever qualify for a World Cup, and really there should be nothing standing in the way of our future footballing success. Some of the men who have worn the red, white and black of the Soca Warriors believe the onus is not only on those behind the scenes, but also and primarily on the players in whom we invest time, money and hope. Former Trinidad and Tobago captain Denzel Theobald was the last man to lead us to a Caribbean Cup final. One of the hallmarks of that team was the great spirit they showed on the pitch. As one who has had the opportunity to play alongside some of the greatest names in our football history, Theobald says the time has come for the players to humble themselves and do their best for Trinidad and Tobago.
For me, I prefer 11 players with the right attitude and mentality than 11 individually talented players. You understand? Yeah. So that's something we have to improve. Not because talent alone don't make you a superior team, you know. Yeah. It's the attitude as well that goes with the talent.
Theobald recalled that a team which included Dwight York, Russell Latipi, Marvin Andrews and Dennis Lawrence maintained a tremendous work ethic despite all of their individual achievements to make it to the 2006 World Cup. According to another member of that team, Brent Sancho, to regain that kind of atmosphere, there needs to be a change of culture in local football. He says the best way to eliminate the star boys and girls of the future is by impressing upon players as young as under 12 that this is a team sport, all while keeping the elements that make them uniquely Trinbagonian.
And you look at the strike squad days where I think their football was different from the Soca Warriors, and as you said, all the way through to now. I think every coach that comes tries to stamp their authority on the team. And I think one of the things that Leo did is that he allowed the team to kind of stamp their own authority and let it go, and that's why he was successful. And I think that's what we have to look to do, is get all the resources back in. Let's start talking football, let's start talking philosophies, because there are things that are very much Trinbagonian that you wouldn't see anywhere else in the world. And that's just not about talent, but it's about attitude, it's about application, etc.
One way to achieve these aims is identifying and assembling a core of young local coaches that will shepherd the next generation. It is something just as important as player development. Already the TTFF has a few of them on their books, some of whom are working without consistent salaries. Among these are members of the under-20 coaching staff, head coach Michael McComey and his assistants Clint Marcel, Ross Russell and Anthony Rouget. Rouget, who returned to TNT 5 years ago, says he's enjoying coaching a generation of players he believes can surpass the Yorks and Latipis of yesteryear. And while he acknowledges the dire need for improved management of our resources, he believes the young players should also realize the opportunities in front of them.
Their dreams were bigger than the players they have now, and we had less information on international football, where you have every day you turn the TV on now, you can see a premiership game or ESPN where Shaka Hislop holds now. But it wasn't like that. The impact wasn't like that from a visual point of view. But now, they have it now, and you're getting less interest from the young man.
There's one thing all those I've spoken to agree on, that it may be a while before we hear the national anthem sung at the FIFA World Cup. Because while CONCACAF nations have advanced, we will now be playing catch-up to even our Caribbean peers. In football, as with everything else in this our 50th year of independence, the time has come for us to take a long, hard look at the way we approach our national endeavors and show that we really mean it when we call ourselves Soca Warriors. Jovan Ravello, TV6 Sport.